www. Fill in the blanks.
You've got to fight for what you want, for all that you believe. It's right to fight for what we want, to live the way we please. As long as we have done our best, then no one can do more.
Hello there, welcome to the Flashing Bloke podcast, VidiProg Series 1 number 2. I'm Siobhan, that's Brian, and yes, his popularity is going through the roof and I'm scared. And yes, and obviously Dr. Sinister.
Hello, do you know, it only seems like a few minutes ago that we recorded the last one of these.
Why, do you know? You're right.
It's odd that, isn't it?
That's just so strange. That's terrible. Anyway, what's been happening since last we saw you? Buggered if I know, because it was only a couple of minutes ago since we last recorded one of these.
I've had a bit of a drink.
Have you?
Lemonade.
Ooh, there's no stopping you, is there?
No. I know how to live.
Ooh, other lemonades are available.
They're just not
right.
nice.
Are they not? Okay, so tonight, Matthew, we're looking at
A press release!
yes. Can you read what the press release says?
Doctor Who, The Time of the Doctor, and It's Gone White. And other 11th Doctor Christmas specials.
Yes.
Woohoo! Well,
yes.
actually, I'd just like to say woo, because one of the Christmas specials I don't like very much.
Would that happen to have anything to do with that wretched woman, Madge Arwell?
It involved a wardrobe.
Yeah, Madge Arwell's got a lot to blame. Do you know Madge Arwell forgot to do her husband's lunch properly? He was late, missed a bombing raid, and as a result, the war lasted 2 years longer.
What a bitch. That's just
Madge Arwell's to blame for everything.
Yeah.
Can't stand Madge Arwell.
No.
Anyway, so yes, this comes onto DVDs.
Woohoo!
I haven't got the Blu-ray edition, so I don't know how many it comes on for that.
Probably half of one.
Well, maybe not, because Blu-ray obviously there's a lot more data to it.
Okay.
Just saying is all. So I'll let you know when I get them. But anyway, this is the first disc. Is the 3 Christmas specials initially. So you got A Christmas Carol, the Doctor, the Widow, and the Wardrobe, and the Snowmen.
We like the snowmen, don't we?
We do like the Snowmen, yes. And then on the other disc, you've got Time of the Doctor. You may remember that from our pilot episode of this video. I don't see people remembering it any other possible way. Nothing much happened in it.
There wasn't. It was a bit of a non-entity, that episode, really, wasn't it? I mean,
Well, yeah, I mean, nothing much happened.
and also a bit of consistency in who plays the Doctor would be appreciated.
Yes, why do they have to change him? Right in the middle of an episode.
I've never seen
at the
anything
end
like
of an
it.
episode. But no, I have.
Oh,
I
really?
mean, I saw the 10th Planet recently, and that happened.
Oh,
War
I
Games.
saw Neighbours when Scott changed
Mm,
and became
I
Jason
miss
Donovan.
Harold. Harold is... The world's just slightly askew because we don't have the wisdom of Harold the Bishop anymore.
No.
It's a terrible tragedy, quite frankly. And I don't
Can
like
I
people
just
say a
ask a
terrible
question?
tragedy.
Harold
Surely
Bishop.
tragedies are enough.
Harold
Yes.
Bishop, could he only move diagonally?
I'm not entirely certain, but Jean Rook, very straight. It's anyway.
Roy Castle,
Now, Roy Castle. Well, again,
same again,
it just tapped from one to the other.
straight as a die.
Yeah. As for the pop band Queen, well,
Yeah,
they
they
went
could,
anywhere.
they could do whatever they wanted.
I know,
frankly,
it's true. It's
Yeah.
true. So, can we try and move away from the chess metaphors now, please?
Oh, I was going to try and go through the whole list.
Oh well.
No, it's okay. Fine, forget it.
No,
the
fair
moment's
enough.
gone. No,
Is it?
I'm
Has
not
it?
hurt.
Is it? The moment's gone. You're not hurt.
Yep, fine. Move on.
That's very Day of the Doctor. The moment's gone. I'm not hurt. Right. So, right now by Tango. Okay, so we've got 3 documentaries on there. Behind the scenes of Time of the Doctor, as you can see from there. Yeah.
Any
That
good?
hasn't helped at all. Well, it's the one that was out on the electric internet.
I will confess that I have not had the time to
Oh,
peruse this.
it's a great little confidential, basically. I am glad that they're doing these thingies. So it goes behind the scenes of things, talks to Matt, shows his last scene, and there's a really, really sweet piece in it where they're doing the read-through around the table, and it comes to a certain point in the script, and he breaks down, and Moffat has to go and give him a cuddle.
Oh.
It's so, so sweet. In fact, as McGann would say, it was so sad. So, is that worth seeing? Yes, that's pretty good, though. You might have seen it on the electric internet, like I say now. A farewell to Matt Smith. Yes, basically. It's something BBC America did. In fact, it's produced by BBC America.
Okay.
It's,
Don't tell me. Let me guess. They have about 30 seconds, and then every 30 it'll cut away to a talking head.
yeah.
That's what
Keep going.
American TV programs do.
Keep going.
Because they don't seem to believe that people have got any more of an attention span than that. Am I
Right.
right?
Yeah, you're gonna have to do some very quick editing on this one.
Really?
Yeah, do the same.
Yeah, good point.
Put far
It was
too
only
much
when I
music over the
realised
top.
halfway through the recording that I realised. Yeah.
Um, there's lots of interviews with him and other people taken from different other interviews, so they keep changing clothes all the time, which is a bit
Yeah.
disconcerting. Something else as well. It is very much for the American audience. There's no two ways about it, but it's a nice documentary. It's a nice little. This is the Matt Smith era.
Which I think could have gone on for another year.
I think so, but I don't know. I'm looking forward to Capaldi turning up.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm looking forward to it, but I just think I think Matt Smith could have given us a little bit more. What was that?
That's a nice cup of tea.
Was that a heroic pose?
God, I'm fat. I am. Trying to lose a lot of weight at the moment. Okay, and then, she said, turning over the page, Tales from the TARDIS,
Okay.
where basically various Doctor Who stories are reenacted by little pets. There's a hamster, there's a rabbit.
Oh wow. Is the rabbit wearing a fez?
Yeah.
How did I guess that?
No, it's not that.
Oh.
It's the press release says a look back at the full 50-year history of this iconic series.
So it's Tales from the Riverbank in time and space.
Yes. I might be lying about part of that. I'm not going to tell you which bit. If you're wondering why the camera's shaking, Shadow, what are you doing?
It's because you've got a dragon sat next to you.
Possibly, yes. The various doctors are there to say what it was like to be the Doctor, how they got a job, how it changed their lives. And there's a few companions as well. You get to guess whether Karen Gillan's got long hair or short hair. That's nice. It's a nice one. I like it. I would have preferred if they'd released the full 2-hour version of the Ultimate Guide to Doctor Who. Because I actually thought, well, that's quite good. Plus, getting McGann to sit down.
So I just want to understand, what is the rationale behind releasing all of these Christmas specials in one box when they've already released the Christmas specials that are previous to it? I mean,
do you know what? I've no idea what the rationale is, but part of me thinks it's an overreaction to the complaints they had that the Doctor, the Widow, and the Wardrobe wasn't going to be released independently or something. Or wasn't going to be released as part of a box set. So they put it in the box set and then they've released it again with everything else. I don't know. I think it's just a case of, look, you can have all these Christmas specials on one disc. Apart from Time of the Doctor, obviously. I don't know. But the thing is, the RRP is $13.99.
so you're not
14
paying
quid.
more.
No, you're paying less than you pay for the Moonbase, and that's just a single disc.
Yeah. Okay. I can live with that if they're not fleecing us.
No, this definitely isn't a fleece. Um, this might be. But yeah, so yeah, go out and get that one. Now, before we go,
Yes.
so what else? Ah dear, trying to get rid of Davy's bad punning. Now, I'm not sure how well this is going to come out. Are we getting a lot of light on that?
Hold it, tilt it down a little bit. That's up a little. Yeah, it's the
The
Doctor
trouble
Who
is, like,
monster.
we're getting a lot of shine off your face and Brian.
Oh, it's the Doctor Who monster toy book, isn't it?
It is the Doctor Who Monster Toy Book.
Which is utterly fantastic and clearly a work of absolute love and joy.
And genius.
So for anyone who hasn't seen this, what we'll do is we'll put the download link in the show notes so that you can hopefully go and grab a copy. It's completely free. It's a PDF, and basically it's edited by a guy called Jay Gunn, Gunn, who is an acquaintance of mine on Flickr, which is a photo sharing website. And basically, him and a bunch of other guys have recreated a whole load of iconic Doctor Who scenes. And they've made the Doctor Who Monster Toy Book. So you've got essentially recreations there from Genesis of the Daleks, Ark in Space, Pyramids of Mars, Brain of Morbius, using the character options 5-inch toys. They've also done some of their own custom toys, and as Siobhan just showed you, they've also done some absolutely fantastic reproductions of TARDIS console rooms.
Sets and
it's about 100 and something pages, isn't it? And it's got a little behind the scenes bit at the back.
Yeah, and as well, and now it's being done, I think it's a cancer research. I'll have a look.
It's got Daleks coming out of the Thames. It really is absolutely fantastic, and I would urge any of you who just enjoys models or enjoys toys or just enjoys Doctor Who or monsters, just go and download this, and I promise you will not regret it one moment. It's really beautiful.
It's Frozen.
So
it is a charity release. We should point that out.
Yes.
It's based on the first two Doctor Who monster books. Well, there were only the two, weren't there?
Yeah, so it stops. It's definitely not. It basically stops mid kind of Tom.
Round about Invisible Enemy time. Yeah. Where K9 is just being introduced. For those who don't know, Target released two in the 70s. Target released two Doctor Who monster books, right, which were I think A4 books, soft paperbacks.
Slightly bigger than A4, I think.
Lots of Chris Achilles artwork, mainly from the books, the Target books, and lots of photographs. Now, before then, we just had the 10th anniversary special, really, and maybe the odd picture in
there was the
Countdown or
Amazing
TV
World of
Action.
Doctor Who as well, wasn't there?
Which was a similar sort of thing.
Was that before or after? It must have been slightly before.
Know.
That was by World Distributors did the annuals, wasn't it?
The original, well, let's put it this way: the original monster book on the back had a listing of all the available novels, a lot of which had the original black logo on. So I think it was fairly early on.
Actually, it's probably worth pointing out that in the book, in this Doctor Who Monster Toy book, they've actually recreated a lot of
so many stuff. Yeah,
the Target novels, they've recreated them with the toys, and even I sometimes struggle to tell the difference.
It's a work of love, a work of dedication, and a work of immense talent and skill, quite frankly.
I mean,
it's one of the best things about fandom. Fandom's able to do stuff like this, and it's just wow.
They've recreated sets. They've built a custom Nida from Genesis of the Daleks. It's just.
Oh really?
Oh really? That's what I wanted to know. We need a little sting for that there, don't we?
I do have one, but we need a little Nida pop up in the corner or something.
Yeah, that would be cool.
It's a pop up Nida, everyone. And Dalek Sucker just coming on, knocking him down, sort of whack a Nida.
Actually, talking about pop up things, we probably ought to urge people to write in.
Oh yes, along the bottom here, Sinister's going to put the email address of theflashingbladepodcast@gmail.com. That's theflashingbladepodcast@gmail.com. You can send in questions for Sinister. Thank you, that's what I wanted to know. Questions for Brian, who's cold by the look of him, shivering and blue.
Yeah.
And questions from, you can tell me to shut up, basically. It's a little pixie. bless him.
I think also, like you said, we'd also like to know people's continuing feedback on this.
Yeah, basically. I mean, like I said, we're recording about 3 shows tonight, so not much is going to change except Sinister's shirt. Um, but after that, well, again, hopefully by now the Kickstarter campaign for the new Muppet is going to be up and running. Like I say, you can have ringtones for you, you can have answer phone messages, the Space Goat song, and the highest donator will be able to name the Muppet. Which, as long as it's not inappropriate or rude or anything, will accept the name for the new Muppet, who will be female, I should hasten to add.
Brian's very excited by this.
Oh, Brian's in love with Joe.
This is true. Actually, you do love Joe, don't you? Yeah.
Joe, for those of you who don't know of the audio podcast, Joe's my original co-presenter.
Joe!
Oh, man. Joe! She was my plucky girl assistant. And if you go to www.flashandbladepodcast.net, which will be up along the bottom there, just create... Will you stop biting things? You mad cat! Now, he's trying to destroy me. You'll be able to hear all the ones Joe was involved in. She was very, very good, you know. And you'll also be able to hear when Bob turned up, and then when Vicky turned up, and we've got Steve and Ian as well, who tend to do Big Finish reviews. The podcast really is worth seeing. Anyway, that's it for the moment. Stop rocking backwards and forwards. We're stopping. You can go and have a toilet break.
Doing an Arthur Fowler.
Oh. Can I hit you around the head with a frying pan?
Yeah, whatever.
Okay, cool. Oh, by the way, have you seen Stigron? Have you seen Stigron about your eye?
Yeah, I have, and he promises me that he's mislaid it temporarily, but he'll find it.
So long, my arm. Okay. Yes, we're going now. Say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Doodle.
You've got to fight for what you want, for all that you believe. It's right to fight for what we want, to live the way we please. As long as we have done our best, then no one can do more. And life and love and happiness are well worth fighting for. They're well worth fighting for.